War is hell. And it's also really goddamn difficult.
Metal Slug is my jam. But why would you start with this one?
Well,
I guess this is kind of separate from the regular series.
Yeah, it's separate. I'll get to the other ones soon because there's an anthology that I can easily work with, but I couldn't get it to work.
There's a huge problem with me seeing this though. This game is hard.
Of course it's...
So there is a part where I just get stuck. Where you're fighting some giant tank and I'm like, I can't do this.
I mean, when I originally had this game, I was like, oh cool, I run and shoot. Why am I dying so much? I knew nothing of the Metal Slug series.
The problem with Metal Slug is not that it's... Because it doesn't really matter that it's hard because it gives you like endless continues. It doesn't really matter.
That is true.
It's an arcade game,
yeah.
so it doesn't really matter if you die. But there are parts where you just won't be able to pass.
But here's my thing.
And this is the first Metal Slug that actually gives you a life meter.
Yeah. But
Everything
instead
else
of
is just one hit kills.
Yeah, but to offset that, basically, you will just immediately go back up on a huge continue basis with nothing else. It's basically like, okay, you're not going to continue from where you just left off.
Are you going to get that guy up there? Nope, you're gonna walk past.
I didn't even see him. He'll be fine. But yeah, the card system here. I'm doing a no card run. So
What do cards do?
Cards augment your pickups and your
you mean all the special guns and stuff?
Well, the special it like gives you more ammo when you pick up certain types of guns.
Oh,
like
you're still using the regular. You're still using like the guns that give you the letters that give you different guns. You still use those.
Yeah, but I'm saying
because I said that would be boring and I wouldn't want to watch.
Yes, and it would also be almost impossible. But
That's true.
The thing is that I
never used the cards. I didn't even know you could use the cards.
Yeah, you have to go into the menu and either the menu or the mission mode.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna replay this and use some cards.
Yeah, it's actually, but the issue is that when you get the cards, you have to get to the continue point without dying. Once you get the card in that stage, you either get to the continue point without dying or they're through the stage without dying, and I doubt it's a stage considering how long these are.
Alright, so, and you lose the cards that way?
Yeah, you lose the cards if you die before a continue point.
But if you don't die before the continue point,
you keep it and you can equip it.
So even if you die afterwards, those have been saved?
I think so. I might be wrong. I think so.
I'll just look it up, I guess.
Yeah. The thing is that if it was stage based, then it'd kind of be only good for like replays, considering how the stages themselves are few but long.
Yeah.
So I hope it's what I said. Either way, this, I guess, how do I put this? This is like a deviation, of course, from the normal thing, because the normal thing is, what is it if you had to be a one-man army, but you actually just died like a normal man?
Yeah, this is a one-man army where you have the same skill as your enemies, which I like concepts like that.
Yeah, but this one is just like, okay, you're a one-man army, but you have some protective armor. I mean, with the whole continue thing, it still makes it hard, but I don't know how to justify that in terms of context, so that's why.
Also, I'm not sure. I haven't gotten very far in this game.
I hate the slug in terms of controls.
I like the slug.
It's because the gun. It's how the gun works.
The gun works where you pretty much can't reverse. I don't like that.
Because here I
am. You have giant rockets anyways.
That's true, but here I am just like moving, just like trying to move the gun while also aiming. Trying to aim while also moving to avoid things. It's torture.
Yeah, basically the problem I have with not the problem. I haven't gotten very far in this game yet. I think we're already almost at the point where I couldn't play anymore. But Metal Slug plotlines usually get very weird. Like, I remember like Metal Slug 2 maybe, where like the second level you're fighting mummies.
Oh, but we fight like magic tribesmen or something, I forget. But there's one antagonist in this game. One major.
And you always fight, like early on you're fighting like some Omni tank that walks on 4 legs and has 6 cannons or something.
But before that, I'm saying that there's some some Macho Man antagonist that you can actually fight in the final level, but I miss him. So yeah, he gets to live another day.
I definitely remember passing here.
And I didn't.
And then the whole series just ends.
Yeah. I mean, or this cloning technology.
Yeah.
I mean, considering the things in this series, that would not be so far out.
It may
there.
as well be reanimation then, to keep it as the same person. Every
Yeah,
time.
but reanimation almost seems too much like cheating. I think cloning is the way to go.
Because if the good guys can reanimate, why can't the bad guys?
Exactly. Well, and we have a whole bunch of soldiers here.
Yeah,
So why not
maybe
cloning?
the soldiers are cloned soldiers.
Exactly.
So they think the best way is to clone 1 million different people to have a huge army. While youth our side thinks the best way to clone is just keep cloning.
Keep
the
cloning
one-
one really good person.
Yeah.
Which works, as you'll see, considering I have to finish this game. You know, if I was... Well, I can't say anything. It was just like if I was in the actual army, I wasted so many bombs. But if I was the actual... But if I was like, you know, fighting helicopters, 2 helicopters shooting at me, I'd be like, nope. It's like, I think any person would be like, nope, because they're helicopters. What are you going to do?
I mean, this is a world where the guns can shoot down the helicopters.
That is true.
This is the Fast and Furious universe.
Soon we'll be in space and you'll hate it.
Yep, that's the fear. It's so
Oh,
ridiculous.
Thank God I got helicopter bread.
This is the one fear where people say that even if the Fast and Furious franchise goes to space, they'll be fine with it. But that's probably my one thing where I'm like, no, that's too wacky. Everything else so far, sure, I can accept it.
Is this where you stop?
This is where I stopped. This tank was just too much for me. Because it has like 4 different attack patterns.
Yeah, it's just like, meanwhile, the guy inside's like, hey, look, I can do it on 2 wheels.
Or the
2
back
treads, or whatever.
Yeah, I guess this is the beginning of the sci-fi tanks. Well, not the beginning. I'm sure we've seen some before, but this is.
But here I'm just like, okay, how do you stop that from doing that? Because I just get.
There is a way
and,
to like jump over.
Yeah,
that
no,
thing.
I mean, I'm not asking you because of course I beat it that way. But at that point, I'm just like, how do you stop it? Because I remember a boss that I faced at one point in some game where the answer was just to shoot it enough so it backs off. But apparently you can just jump and it will just like register as a hop. It doesn't look like it would make any sense, but sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it would. I mean, technically it does make sense considering there's no reason why that top part would hurt you explicitly.
Yeah. So basically, this is baby mode tank stuff. I think it's Metal Slug X, where at this time you'd be fighting some worm tank where you have to shoot from under it or something.
I wouldn't know, but yeah, now he's getting jumpy.
Nice.
You know, I'm just gonna offload my bombs. I just like, oh yeah, bombs.
Oh wow, that's just saluting.
Yep. And then he explodes and kills her. It's like, alright, send in the next Tyra. We got like 20 more.
Is this something where you can play the different levels out of order?
No.
Because I'm wondering if I've played later in this game before, so I guess everything else might just be new.
Man, just like, the sprite work in this game isn't the best.
Yeah.
But just like, I'm just remember, it's still good.
Yeah, it's
and
decent.
I'm still just like remembering old Metal Slug. Just like, oh, man, that was
like
beautiful.
I don't really mind the sprites in most of these games. It's just that there's some that.
It's just that when there's a down
extra mile.
Yeah, when there's just a standard Metal Slug, you know it's standard.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Metal Slug. I'm talking about Game Boy Advance, where there's standard Game Boy Advance sprite.
He tried to knife
fine.
a tank.
Yeah, I mean he's
what
great.
What a trooper.
But there's some like Yoshi's Island is special.
At this point, I don't even realize I have an R cannon, so that's why this is happening. So I could have just offloaded the R cannon.
Can the tank? I was thinking the tank exploding should take off health as well, because it takes off health from you.
Thank you, random prisoner who I accidentally missed a whole lot.
Oh wow,
of this
this
final
is
stage.
just a huge kamikaze. They're coming right after you.
I mean, we did destroy their first awesome tank. It's like, okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Throw all the things. What is that? I mean, I know it's a grenade, but I've tried to like look for a comparison thing.
Just say grenade.
Okay, fine. The non-funny approach. Sir, I can't move the cannon. This was a huge oversight, sir.
Yeah, they probably expected to be fighting tanks with this, and they're like, oh shoot, we're fighting a guy.
A girl.
Yeah, but guys, well, for some people, guys gender neutral.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, another one of these. Much better placed.
Yeah, much better placed, but
Hey, did
much
you miss
better.
that guy from up there?
I don't know. I
Oh,
feel
you
like a
can't-
lot of if they're hanging from parachutes, you see that, and there's like armor that helps you with your health as well. If I got to like I think the
Yeah, you're probably
continue
missing a lot
checkpoint.
of people, because you could have gone up that tree branch as well.
Yeah, well,
This is
excuse
very-
me, I'm trying not to die here.
Yeah, this is very quick. and
I
dirty.
know there's a whole bunch of stuff. Usually I'm all about exploration, but I could very well die.
Yeah, Metal Slug is hard. You have to be good.
I hate it when I just like preemptively throw all my bombs because I think it's gonna do more and I can't take it up.
I never for me, when I'm in a section where I'm fighting a mini boss, the first thing I do is throw all my bombs.
No, what happens is that like usually bombs for me are okay. I've gotten to a good point in the mini boss just using my normal weapons. In case some bullcrap happens, I'm going to offload them now.
For me, I offload them first and just shoot for the rest of the match, so I don't have to think. I don't have to worry about that. But I guess that makes me run out of bombs.
Yeah, it makes you run out of
Later
bombs,
on.
and then later on when things get harder, like that's just it. I use my pistol and all this stuff when things are easier, and so when the boss turns red, basically, I'm like bombs, bombs, bombs. So yeah, it's a better idea because bombs will basically get you used to taking off too much health at once. Oh, I guess that's a bottomless pit now. Thanks.
That's cool. That weapon. That vehicle. The Metal Slug world is cool. I mean, not to live in.
I mean, do you see the guys that are jumping out of these with giant rockets strapped to their back?
Technically, these are people in a war zone, and I'm sure the regular people just.
Yeah, but
we have-
remember, this is a war where really crazy. See, there are boards down there, but that was just a bottomless pit. Fair.
Where basically it's like it's a war zone, but people probably enjoy the luxury of the cool vehicles without having to be in the war zone. Except if this is some perpetual war world where you can get zombified and stuff,
I
maybe
think
it doesn't work.
I think I really should have tried harder to free those guys. Like, I don't know how to get up there. But I think maybe my bullets just missed them.
Oh yeah, you got Molotov cocktails.
Wait, why is my fire at 9?
Because
Is it
it went up to 20.
Oh, okay. Also, now that I have this should be doing way more damage to that helicopter. Like, from my perspective, at least. Man, are you serious? This also has a problem with respawning sometimes. But of course, I'm just like, okay, time to run and gun it. Actually, we're keeping you here. Darn it!
Oh.
It takes a lot of dexterity!
Yeah, this is 5th dimensional chess.
I'd say more 4th, considering I beat it eventually.
Yeah. Well, the 4th dimension is
Stop! The 4th...
No, the 5th dimension are different outcomes.
Oh,
And
I'm
you're
considering...
using the different outcome to win instead of lose. So this is 5th dimensional.
Or clones. Dependent on who you believe on that. Die, 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 die.
Unfortunately,
Thank
you
you.
don't have your 20 Molotov cocktails.
Yeah, well, that's really just like a detrimental thing, but
Yeah, I don't need this.
yes you do.
I don't need to hear the music.
Yes you do, it's great.
I mean, sure, but after hearing Mario Kart's music, I don't need to hear anything else. And that just dated this playthrough.
Yeah, thanks, you keep doing that.
It'd be funny if this comes up before the Mario Kart stuff.
I mean, it's on my whim, but it depends. What the heck was that? Did you see that?
No.
No, look how when these guys die. Oh, well, now you won't... Okay, pay attention. Yeah, he sticks up a bunch of dynamite to kill himself.
No, I always thought that was his attack animation. That's him die?
Yeah.
That's dark. Kind of dark.
I guess it just decided. I guess that helicopter is like, you know what? From what I've seen, things don't seem to be going well. I'll just. Then there's this jerk. As soon as he comes up, there he is.
Here's the sci-fi tanks. Hey, it's the twins. It says twins right there.
Yeah, I see the word.
And the reference doesn't make sense because it's a Terraria reference. Where, speaking of really hard bosses.
Well, I wouldn't call this one really hard.
Yeah, this just looks like the Mega Man base boss.
It's more of a... Oh my god, it does. It's more of a thing where, as I said, I've played Pretty Car Really Be a Hero, and the things they expect you to do in that game, man. But now, lasers.
I love the... And that's something, it's so simple. Cool weapon variation makes everything.
Well, not everything, but a lot of things.
Yeah, it really...
I was like, okay, busted the second one, the twins.
I should have known, because I'm like, it's called the twins, but I only see one of them. I'm assuming a later fight is both of them at once?
No.
Oh. That sounds too much for this game, probably.
Is it? Well, you mean in difficulty or in animation?
Probably like processing and stuff like that.
By the way, that guy just like... Of course, like, if you think about this normally, just like with the whole thing of war, about how just these people come here just to die. And just like, then you realize, oh my god, just like, because I always have that thought, that these people are not just like robots or things. These are guys who are hired just like, or drafted. And then this one-man army just renders their entire efforts useless.
I mean, they're evil.
Who knows?
I remember watching...
Because every evil army is still made out of people who are just doing things because they need to.
Yeah, I remember watching an episode of QI.
I don't know what that is.
Because they're a plebeian. But basically, where they said, in, I think it was World War II, they said only around 20% of people on the battlefield actually fired their guns. Because no one really wanted to fight. No one wants to fight in a war. Well, I won't say no one, but people generally didn't want to do this.
So then how did so many people die?
I mean, guns can still kill the people who weren't doing anything. I mean, I don't know for sure, but like they said around that, not many people were really fighting.
Darn it!
Also, QI is a half game show, half trivia show. Because American game shows are about money, but so many British game shows are just about humor.
I thought it was about proving how stupid you are.
Well, that depends on the game show. There's so many, like, there's one game show called Pointless, where basically it's like the opposite of Family Feud. You pretty much have to give an answer that nobody else would give.
Wait, isn't that what Family Feud is about?
No, Family Feud is giving an answer that everyone would give.
Oh, wait.
The whole point is the survey says who the most people in the survey say something.
Oh, sorry. I got confused on it.
So if no one says it, the answer is pointless, and you get more points.
But
so
isn't that? Couldn't that? But it still has to make sense in the context, right?
Yeah, it still has to make sense.
Okay, because I'm like, that doesn't make any sense if it doesn't do that first.
Yeah. So I think it's probably like how obscure of a fact you can think of. That's some of the questions. Because I've only seen one episode, and I'm pretty much watching an episode of Pointless before Doctor Who starts. So that's why I've seen it. But stuff like QI, it doesn't really matter if you get the answer correct, because they'll just read the correct answer anyway. It's just about being funny. So there's stuff like that, where, yeah, British game shows are great. What country does this take place in? For instance,
I was going to say Vietnamafghanistan. Yes. Look, you may look at me and say that's stupid, but have you actually looked at Europe's map?
Yeah, there's
like,
some weird
holy
names.
crap!
Have you looked at the fake names in places like comic books? But comic book fake places actually do so cool.
Yeah, Latveria, just living there, chilling under doom. Genovia.
Isn't that real? No, it's Geneva. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think Geneva is a place, but it's Genosha.
Genovia is the place in Princess Diaries. Geneva is the place in the real world.
Wait, Genovia was actually a place? I just mispronounced Genosha because I thought it was wrong.
Well, I'm the end.